What's up? It's the Raw Way Show podcast, and I am your host, the big homie, Raw Way. Today, also with me, my co-host, speaks for itself.
Paul Clark, born and raised.
Tonight is gonna be a little fun, Paul Clark. Mind you, though, it's Ohio, it's Columbus. The fucking weather is shit bad. How many weeks in a row? It'd be like a beautiful weekend and all that shit, but it ends with some fucking rain. It can never fail. Thought I pull the OD out, roll it.
I like the rain.
Start raining. Slowed everything down. Everything was moving like a little bit of. It just seemed like it was, it was a good day. The next thing you know, rain just like whoosh, right time before to come out here.
I like the
Got my
thunder.
fucking t-shirt all the way. It's dry now. I went through it for a couple of minutes. How's your night?
Oh, it was cool. My weekend didn't. I spent like 3 days looking for a fucking pager. Cause my dude Dante, he was throwing a 90s party. And I don't know why a bunch of people just, when you talk about it, they keep saying like Adidas and did it, but that's 80s. 90s is hard, because I don't want to dress up in just the baggy clothes and shit, because I got to get gas, and people going to look at me like, look at this dusty motherfucker right here. So I was looking for a pager, I was looking for everything that I could, 90s. I found some nice shit. But,
So when you had the party last night?
yeah, it was last night.
That ain't hard though. I don't know why you kind of like singled out having to have a pager for to be representing the 90s though.
Because
you said the 80s, right?
The 90s.
You said
The
80s.
80s is easy, you know what I'm saying? Because it's easy. It's bright colors and shit. It's a bunch of shit. The 90s was everybody was just mad and mean and baggy clothes and shit.
How long did you in the 90s? I'm gonna ask. Hold up, Playboy. Give it up for Playboy, the guy behind the scenes. Without him, there's no us.
What up?
When did you start having a pager though?
I don't fucking know.
I don't remember a lot of these
when the
90s.
motherfucking was they Boost or Nextels? I forget when Nextels.
I
came.
remember
Next time they had the
Parks
talking
Avenue.
about.
Yeah.
Oh hell no! I forgot
Yeah.
that. So I didn't even think about that. That they had been around that long before we start fucking with their phones and shit.
Yeah.
But damn.
There were some people that had them, they like, oh, it's in my storage or something like. But this is what's so difficult. Like, if I was going to a 70s party, I could be anywhere. I could be at a Turkey Hill and people would look at me like, he must be going to a 70s party. You know what I'm saying? If I was going to an 80s party, the shit that you see me with some gazelles on, Adidas
They
on,
think
all
you
kind
can
of
regulate
right
it right
to an
now.
80s party. But if I do a 90s party and you see me at the Turkey Hill with some FUBU Fat Albert edition baggy pants, they could be like, what happened to Paul?
Like that nigga got some new dirty old shit.
You just can't pull that off with some lugs.
I don't know though, man. These motherfuckers. I be seeing some shit. It's a lot of white kids and motherfuckers. The millennials. Not to diss nobody, but be wearing some of that old shit too. Because those companies are still open. They still
we're in
making
a
shit.
society where you wear the fuck you want. Y'all motherfuckers already ain't matching your socks and shit. And they can be dirty to the motherfucking shit. Y'all don't give a fuck. Y'all already wear the same pair of ethical drawers for like 3 days in a row because not enough people seen you with them on, so I can get it up. It's off one more day and shit. I be telling y'all about that shit. You know what I'm saying? So motherfuckers don't even earn their clothes no more.
No.
My daughter told me that my iron is like having a VCR in your room and shit. Like, you don't see nobody else with no iron in their room. He got my God,
we gonna toast for that.
look at that, he's iron.
Everybody toast. Just a toast for this.
So I stopped ironing my clothes. Now sometimes I look in the mirror like, you a grown ass man.
Look, because I ain't gonna lie too, because I'll pull some shit out and get going. Tierra was talking about that. They're like, yeah, my dad. She was talking about how she be ironing or used to ironing. The kids was talking shit. And she's like, yeah, right. I knew how to crease the front, the back, every motherfucking thing. I was like,
She got me like,
to pull it out the fucking drawer or the hamper.
I'm almost ashamed to use my iron. Like I gotta sneak in my own fucking house, my own fucking room and shit. I gotta hide the on the steam.
You in there ironing?
Nothing. I ain't doing nothing. Don't come in here.
Throw that wrinkle that shit up.
Yeah. But our clothes be so tight now and shit, you know what I'm saying? That shit kind of knocked the wrinkles out.
Hey, I ain't gonna front, cause even the fat niggas get to wear tight little ass shirts and shit. Y'all still don't feel comfortable in the
He
motherfucker.
said the fat niggas like it's them.
I'm them, nigga. What you mean? I'm like, I go buy me a shirt. I'm like, yeah, I see a stupid looking nigga look stupid to me, so you cannot tell me nigga don't look stupid in no bras or nothing. He walking his shirt, he fat as me, nigga. I ain't gonna front. Nigga walk around, he feel good about himself, and I feel good about myself, but I don't. It's just uncomfortable. I can't wear the shirt too motherfucking little.
So find something that's comfortable with you. That's what the fashion is. If it's comfortable, just do that shit.
Like, cause I be thinking more work into it and shit. Like now it's like, nah, fuck it, just fuck it. But I don't know.
I found out that men are not allowed to eat hot dogs and bananas and shit no more.
Not in front of other men.
Yeah, what's it called? What's it called again? You told me what it was. Yeah, glizzies and shit. Like that is so childish. Like,
That's the shit.
I gotta arm my clothes, eat a hot dog.
Yeah. In the morning, right, before I go to work, I stop at Speedway, get an apple. I mean a fucking banana. I might get two of them. I get two bananas, some motherfucking boiled eggs and shit. So I'm in the truck, right? So I'm riding down the freeway. I done killed the banana. I wait till the car.
You subconscious now to eat a fruit.
I wait till the car
to eat an egg. And duck your head down and shit. Motherfuckers down, niggas is self-conscious. People are self-conscious to eat a fucking.
It's so wrong that if you don't know,
you gotta lay down in the front of the truck and shit.
If you don't know what this, I'll be sitting at the barbershop. Cause sometimes we barbecue out there and shit. They be hot dogs, shit, get free hot dog. You know what I'm saying? And it'll just be one person mind his own business, just eating the hot dog. It'll be like 8 or 9, like kids and shit. Like, oh my god, look at the mustard right there. And then you don't know why they laughing and shit.
I seen a fucking a real dude was talking about the dude was trying to hit me like, yeah, oh man, that was gay. He's like, nigga, so what? I'm gay for it. Eating a hot dog, I'm gay for it. So he split the shit back around like so.
I seen that one.
You see the nigga, he was like, nigga, so you got your fucking long hair and shit and fucking, it was just a reverse of this shit like, nigga.
Why you thinking about dicks while I'm in the house?
Why is
that on your brain?
Why is that gay that you think about dicks while I'm eating a hot dog, or me eating a hot dog is gay? So
nah, the worst part is we got peer pressure about eating a hot dog now and shit.
Cutting them now, motherfuckers cutting them up and shit, eating them with forks. You dip in your top
boil that whole
your ketchup
motherfucker
and
up.
mustard and
You
shit.
gotta boil that whole head of hot dog up and shit like an apple.
Cut it up. You cut it up and wrap it and bundle the bread around it and shit. That would be stupid. That is stupid. Niggas thinking that is stupid. What you got there, Paul?
What's that?
Look, what you got there?
A raw cone.
That's a cone?
Yeah.
I didn't see that.
When I did that color party that I went to, takes a lot for that feedback. When I did that right there, and maroon was part of the, I had a maroon and gray, so I got a bunch of maroon, gray, and black shit. So the raw
down to
cones
the
is what I put in the basket because they had the maroon on the raw cones. So they
I
just
like
sit
them
there.
cones. I had them cones. They smoke good.
I seen a motherfucker at a party. Well, it was a family party, and they was doing what you was, the shit that you went to.
Oh yeah, you went?
I ain't go. I just seen it online, but it was niggas there.
It was. Now I feel better about myself and shit.
But it was family, so I think the kids put it together.
So now the
It
dudes
invited
got
the
it like, I'll be
uncles and the
there.
aunts and shit. You
I
know?
said I'll be there, nigga.
So tonight is also a dope night, you know what I'm saying? Because we're going to have...
Who?
We're going to have... Who? Tonight. We're going to have a... Tonight is also a special night. Cold and catch me. We have Columbus' own, a very special guest. Columbus' own, Melly Mel.
Who?
Like I said, Columbus' own, Melly Mel.
I need some more enthusiasm like that. You act like you gonna come out like, I'm alone in my room. You introduce it like an R&B singer and shit. The cool ass nigga Melly Mel right there. know what I'm saying? I was just listening to him.
Tonight, because tonight, I guess the rain be doing that shit to me. Every time y'all say that shit, that rain be fucking with me. I'm like, nigga, what the fuck you been doing? Right with the top up?
So that cream velour commercial that you'll do will be just the rain in the background, and I can see you now with the rain and the thunder and shit like.
And then the music is, when I'm alone in my room, and then I come in like
you might as well do the sexy Mexican voice.
I ain't did the Mexican shit. That's sexy, bro. It's either gang fight, mad, or regular conversation.
We're gonna see if this rain. We're gonna see if this rain make Broadway sound sexy. Since Giddy ain't here, that was a sexy voice, dude.
You had it right there, but I ain't never did the Mexican shit sexy. So that and everyone I name, his name is Hector. So I be like, Mad Hector.
So you never watched the soap operas and shit that was on?
I do, but they don't. They talk more like dude them on like it be like voiceover and shit like yeah, what are you doing?
Yeah,
I tell you right now, that motherfucker, you trying to be American, sound French, but fucking all though.
Hey, have you ever heard other people like if Denzel like? You know what I'm saying? Like when he did a movie and then all of a sudden they play it like in some other country like Africa or China or something like that and they got the voiceover. Voice ain't even nowhere near his shit.
I hate them fucking movies. Nico watch that type shit all the time. I'm like, I'm not watching another Indian movie with motherfuckers talking like niggas and shit or white people. I'm not watching another one of them. God damn it, what are you going to do? Yeah. But they over here like, Jay, what? Like, man, fuck this shit.
That's racist. they got different accents and shit. You just stuck on the
I'm gonna give you the four. I'm gonna give you the four that stick out. That's all I'm gonna say. I'm gonna give you the ones that stick out because a bigger mass of people gonna know that's their go-to when they think of an Indian name. Yeah, it do sound like the dude from The Simpsons. That's what they gonna say. When you think of a Mexican, motherfuckers think of Cheech. Or for Cheech, y'all like, hey man, that's the voice they go to. And when you think of an Italian, when you think of a Mexican, you don't think of Cheech. That's like you think of a voice.
Hector. That's what I used to.
That's one.
My kids and all that right there. Like I would call you Hector in a Spanish voice. Like if you sound, I done told you 3 times. Hector, Joe Hector. I done told you 3 times. That means you act like you don't speak English, motherfucker. That's why I call him Hector and shit. So when I call him Hector, they all stop and say which one of us is Hector.
That's like a reverse, like you giving them something means something with another name.
But if I move to Mexico, you know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna say Yo Hector. I'm gonna say Joe Hector.
So why are you putting the J on?
I was wondering, cause they do.
They don't put the J on it. The J is silent.
You gonna be moving like that?
Shaking yourself.
I mean, that's what, I'm like, there's different levels of it right there. Cause there's the one, the essay and shit. Like, they drag all they fucking work. You know what I'm saying? They do it like that and shit. Then you got the hard working ones and shit. You know what I'm saying? The short ones with the wallet, they got every dime and they got their pocket in that.
How do you know which ones those are?
Because they're the short ones. You see them with their family. That's why you
got tall ones got family too.
We in Columbus, Ohio and shit, you know what I'm saying? The tall Mexicans is over there, you know what I'm saying? Come on now, imagine if the Compton motherfuckers was that little like how we see here.
They call it frog, they call the nigga frog and spider.
You got on the wrong colors, Holmes.
You call that nigga frog and
nigga, you 5'2".
What the nigga cricket and shit like that, them ain't big shit.
But you know, the worker ones that left California, because y'all the essays, y'all giving them a bad name.
This is really racist.
It is. No, but I talk to people. You know, I'm not scared to say, why the fuck you here? You know what I'm saying? And then people will tell you. You know what I'm saying? We would imagine people from Africa is here because they poor.
That's why right there because
it's some places dangerous. We got money. You know, it's just dangerous over there.
If a motherfucker, when you say Mexican,
for people from Mexico,
but it's so the
Chinese,
the shit is so stretched though. How far it go because the thing about when you see the ones they take on the cholo life or something like that, like that's something within their shit.
What is it, the MR13 and that?
No, that's some shit within their shit too. You know what I'm saying? Like all them niggas,
then you got the 13, like the cartel motherfuckers with the.
But they used to be the niggas on the street too. And then the cartel niggas got niggas all the way down from a nigga at the top all the way down to the bottom.
You got
niggas standing there like
they like
making $1 million a week.
But I know the Midwest, we got the hard working ones. We got
but they got them too. Them motherfuckers is in the Midwest too. Because it's the cholo shit. They take on that like.
You know,
like niggas being homeboy, niggas dressed like in a certain way because that's part of their culture.
You go down Main Street and it's a silhouette of like a naked woman and it's on Main Street. I don't know what it's called and shit, you know. So, but I think it's always been a strip club. Like it's always been a strip club. I don't care where. So I go in there to get a beer or some shit like that, you know what I'm saying? And then it's a Mexican strip club, you know what I'm saying? When I'm walking the back, you know what I'm saying? And they doing what they doing there. So that my initial thing was that when I walked in there, I didn't want to be racist and walk in like, oh shit, and then walk out. So I said, oh shit, don't be racist though. Just sit down, stay for a while and sit. You know what I'm saying? And I'm just I see the strippers that they got and they just some pudgy like
they don't give a fuck, just a bitch with something on.
No, I mean it was like really disrespectful to me, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, you know, if you don't get that shit the fuck up, you know, you like
I'm saying they love big bitches, skinny bitches.
They was all built like sea turtles and shit, like baby walruses and shit like that. And then you know what they sexy wasn't like how our, you know what I'm saying, I don't want to do this, but how women be like pop, pop, you know, they get it in and shit.
She was into it.
Theirs is the white stripper where they on the pole and shit like, you know what I'm saying? I'm like,
you can't out of here. Look at a white stripper.
Maria.
But it is if on Netflix though it's some shit about stripping. I forgot the name of it. But it's some bad. Them white bitches on there can strip.
When you racist, but you don't want to seem racist, because we're all racist. So when we racist, but we don't want to seem racist, I actually really got one beer, and I was just like at the bar, like right here, like don't even pay attention to that. But you know, every bar got a mirror right there, don't it? Nigga, you just looked up and seen that shit. If you just now that's trapped in your brain, that pose that this little Mexican lady had and shit right here. So you don't seem racist for a beer. I left like a $10 tip. You know what I'm saying? See?
That's even worse. Did you tip the bartender or you ever
the bartender? No, I didn't. I just sat at the bar and I just looked
at
the reflection. Like
she's not gonna share that with the dads.
I don't know.
I was wondering if you gave it to the dads or just like, well, I'm gonna just.
I seen Paul coming out with Mexican strip club for you.
You wasn't even past drink.
Like, they was the dreamer dancers like at 12 o'clock in the afternoon. You know what I'm saying? They were the dreamers at 12 o'clock in the afternoon. See them bitches in that motherfucker. You like,
did they have a buffet? Cause like remember what's the spot we used to go to? They had the buffet. You can go in that motherfucker for lunch.
I wouldn't eat at Dreamers at the buffet at 12 o'clock. Never.
Some shit.
Go in there, man. They motherfuckers have Alfredo and shit.
And buff
garlic bread and shit. You like, damn, this the strip joint? God damn. Hang with Playboy. Nigga, I want to ask you, nigga, T.I.'s son, right? I don't understand. What's worse? Privileged niggas or niggas just growing up poor? You know what I'm saying?
I mean, he's already trapped in identity crisis. Because I'm looking at his videos and all that shit right there. It's like, nigga, don't forget, we literally like watched you grow up, spoiled and all that shit.
Is that the youngest one?
The youngest one.
Nah, not the youngest. The youngest one like a fucking genius. He like a...
That's the youngest one.
Just told him you just graduated with honors after high school. The day after.
So that's the rapping nigga.
That's the look. No, you got
that's the rapping nigga.
No, it's the
one up under him.
Yeah,
it's the baby.
It's
the one that was always.
The oldest one be rhyming, and then the nigga that had the hair.
Yeah, the blonde.
Yeah, with the blonde hair. That's the nigga.
You talking about Diggy?
No,
Don't talk about Diggy.
Not Diggy. I'm talking about
King.
It's not.
I'm talking about King.
It's one under King.
Yeah, it's one under.
And then it's a little girl under him.
Yeah, we talking about just King.
Yeah, I'm talking about King, but it's one under King and it's one under. It's a girl under.
I evaluated him real quick. Immediately, I evaluated him
because the shit started on the show. He was doing the shit on the show at first, but he'd get checked. He'd check it, and then he was
running in that little white room and you wasn't supposed to be in that little. And a lot of America said, man, just beat his ass, turn it, cut, go to commercial and beat his ass real quick.
He probably was because he said.
And then he don't be in the next scene until saying that redness and that dry tears. Wash his face. I see the, you know what I'm saying? That's what
T.I. said. He done had all the beatings, all the whoopings.
Oh, T.I. said you doing your own, nigga. This is what he did right here. You in a Waffle House. You know what I'm saying? And somebody put pickles on your
doing simple things like you was telling me about the Waffle House, like different things. He could have been doing some other things.
Yeah, but they put pickles on his order. Nigga, move the pickles out the way. You know what I'm saying?
But some shit like other people, people go get other people's stuff at the Waffle House and like, I'll be through.
I mean, when I go into a drive-thru, I'm always yes ma'am, no ma'am, yes sir. You know what I'm saying? I turn into a completely different person and shit. You know what I'm saying? Right. Because you will not my sister. Lanzetta, my sister and shit, she'll come back around. I told y'all, you know what I'm saying, no mayonnaise, and look at all this mayonnaise. I say, now they gotta wait. You gotta wait for this. Yo, you can't see through this wall and shit. You know what the fuck are they doing? They can be. And then sprinkle mayonnaise off that bitch of shit right there. Like, don't do that. Don't be that disgruntled, nigga. I don't eat pickles either. You know what I mean? I throw it out the window.
He caught up in the moment.
Yeah. But he come on some, I make more than you, bitch. You know what I'm saying? You work at Waffle House, you low income, I make more than you pulling out money. I got, you know what I'm saying? That's
a crazy as hell for him to have the father that he has. And he's really acting like that.
That's what he said. That's what his dad. That's what T.I. actually kind of made it worse and shit. Because now you got to prove you wrong. T.I. was like, I don't understand this shit. That's not who the fuck we watched grow up. This happened to him like when he graduated. He said he put up his diploma pictures and all that shit. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you know that boy graduated 4.5 on honor roll. He's on the dean list and all this kind of shit. Like, nigga, we know who you are.
And the world watched you grow up doing it.
But he watched T.I. and his friends grow up. You get to hear stories and watch videos and watch movies.
But he was you never saw it.
Yeah, I don't think he's saying nothing.
Yeah, you didn't see none of it.
That older boy, that nigga nice too.
And you're going to betray it, but you don't know the repercussions of it. Because the dude at the Waffle House that he was saying, bring your ass outside, let's settle this outside, he probably would have whooped your little light skinned ass and shit because your neck is too little and shit.
Or they fucked around and smoked his ass because niggas just smoking each other. Like it ain't shit.
They come on pistol whipping somebody and shit.
Lil, what's the name?
That's what he said. I'm a
Lil T.I.'s uncle.
No, the thing about it is he was online when he did it until you try to impress America. Because you
and America don't give a fuck. What they gonna do is watch you stop
evidence
all your
also.
blessings.
T.I. say you do what you do, that's on you. You can't come to me. Remember, you grown. So don't come to dad and they try to say that you can't do that. You grown. Take care of your shit.
Yep. That'll grow you up.
I raised you. Now I gotta let go. You know what I'm saying? Everything I taught you, either you use it or you don't use it.
And that's kind of what I'm going through with my son, man. Same shit.
Word.
I just had to talk to Paul about that.
Yeah.
Like, damn.
Deal with
At least I don't feel good, but I'm like, shit. T.I. going through it, he got a bunch of money.
Peer pressure.
You know what I'm saying? So it ain't just.
It ain't about money.
He did everything he was known to do as a parent.
Yeah.
Everything you had to learn to do as a parent.
Your kid got his own personality.
You know what I'm saying? And we all fathers in here. My guy, he just had a baby. We throw it up, give it up for that. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? And that gotta be a very proud moment. You know what I'm saying? And when you look at them when they brand new to the world, it's like you can't wait to show them everything and go through things with them.
Snoop Dogg kind of predicted this with his kids. Remember, he was like, "I'm taking y'all to the hood." You know, so they got to see it, and they like lock these doors and shit. And I don't feel comfortable. Right here, you know what I'm saying?
Well, him and his kids used to be back in the hood too, because his grandfather still lived there. If I don't know if he's passed or anything, but they still go in the hood. They might not be living there, but grandparents is in the hood.
I think kids need to see that, because that's what I was saying about my daughters. Like they might. I should have went to the projects and just stayed in the projects for about 5 years. Let them get in fights. Let them hook up, you know what I'm saying, motherfuckers be friends with motherfuckers that start fights, go
but you know, the fuck that's different though. Because with our family, because it's almost like the both double-edged. It's like, it ain't like they not growing up around street people.
Nah, but
it's a bunch of them. You know what I'm saying? But then it's like, but
keeping it away from
at our age and where we trying to be, because from seeing what came before us in other situations and us, you want to change the narrative a little bit. You know what I mean? You try to do the different things like and give them more and all that shit, and we end up, I don't know. It's like him doing, you know, because privileged kids, it can fuck them up or it can make them better.
No doubt.
And then a poor kid, it can fuck them up or make them better.
But what's hiding it from them, doesn't that also diseducate them about it?
Fuck them up.
You know what I'm saying? They don't have that education now.
They don't
because
have
I don't care what you say, out of Lincoln Park, there is so many successful people that came out of Lincoln Park.
Right.
Like, we all was raised the same way with the same fucking rules and shit. It's just some of us kept doing it when our parents wasn't around, and some of us became ourselves. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, we all cussed when we was probably 7 or 8 in our with our peers at the park and shit. You know what I'm saying? But when that grown person is there, you shut the fuck up. You know what I'm saying? So and then some people is like, they don't cuss at all. You know what I'm saying? Just period. Or, you know, nah, I don't drink. Well, you're 24. I know I don't drink though. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's just, you know, you was raised not to.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Or I don't cuss around people's moms or some shit. You know what I'm saying? But We don't ever forget what it's like when you was that fucking age.
I ain't forget.
You know.
I did try to hide it. You know what I'm saying? Which I realized I shouldn't have hid it. I should have let them experience it and want to be like, you know what? I ain't going through that shit.
Yeah.
I ain't trying to live that life, and I ain't trying to be in the hood.
You gotta let them off their head. You can tell them why they doing what they ain't supposed to be doing. You already told them not to do that shit. That's why they looking both ways, making sure that you or nobody that knows us know that I'm doing what I'm doing and shit. You know what I'm saying? That's how they know that. You know what I'm saying? What was right and wrong. So much shit I did behind me and Colleen's back. You couldn't tell her. You know what I'm saying? That the Paul did that right there. Not my son. Not my. You know what I'm saying? But she was a mean motherfucker. But I still got away with shit.
Yeah, and some of my friends used to be on that shit like that. You know what I mean? Like just, and I used to just be, I was afraid of my mom.
Yeah, no doubt.
I was afraid of my mom.
I don't think
because
it was
you know what I was most afraid.
I think it was respect.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. The most I was afraid of, the more thing of all was her feeling disappointed in me or something like that. I thought that was her and my grandma and them. Yeah. I thought that shit was the worst shit ever.
That shit is
gone. The Bluetooth device is ready to pair.
That shit is gone.
When they look at you, it's like,
turn that down, bro.
Boy,
that shit is gone out the window.
Now it's like, you know what I'm saying? Like they condone that shit. Like they cool with it. I mean, it's natural kids having kids and all that shit, but they bring them up and I still look at it what's right and what's wrong. If they not learning that shit from somebody, the shit goes crazy. Sometimes kids are fucked up, and they been fucked up.
But it's
just seem more fucked up now because it's either not addressed or it's not looked at. They not paying them no attention. It's almost like they let the game and fucking the phone in the game. Because I can't even say TV because I don't see no kids really watching TV. Mm-hmm. They just be on the phone.
Yeah, that's I went in his room like the TV off. He just on the phone. Big ass TV. I'm like, what the fuck?
That's just
like,
the game.
Watch TV?
When I play the game, I turn that TV on.
Near the game, he done got rid of the game. He don't play the game.
And 4 o'clock in the morning for kids, like, hold on, that little motherfucker, 4. He stay up to 4 o'clock in the morning just on the tablet and shit, just non-stop and shit. Mm-hmm. And the fucked up part is that's also making people smarter. These kids are smarter.
Smarter than a motherfucker.
But because that's the society they gotta live in. We didn't have to grow up in this society. This is what you need to survive. You ain't got Cash App? No, nigga, I ain't got no goddamn Cash App.
It was more monologue, as they say. Yeah. It wasn't in stereo.
Like our
so now it went from monologue to stereo. Now this shit is
like how our parents was like, what the fuck you need a pager for? You know what I'm saying? Like that's our work. If you didn't have a pager, something was wrong with you and shit. I gotta wait till you get home, motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? For me to know
that's why you
yeah, you know what I'm saying? Nah, I didn't say that. I just, you know what I'm saying? The fuck you need a pager for? I just look like
I got caught. She got rid of it, and I got me another.
I know how to manipulate my mom's words and her flows, and you know what I'm saying. That's where I got that from today and shit. I would shame my mom right in her face, you know what I'm saying, and then kind of take it back because she didn't hear it all. Like, you heard it and shit, you know what I'm saying. So she would just do things and shit like, and I just be sitting there. She'll beat the fuck out of my sister over there and shit, over something nothing. You spilt that little bit of milk, and you could have got that shit. And you getting your ass whipped over there. So she'll sit down and I'm like, that's the only way I know how to deal with situations. What the fuck you say? I'm like, nothing. That's my response to everything. What? Nothing. I know you heard some of that stuff.
So,
hold on that note. Have you ever been getting cussed out by your mom and you looking at her like just like shocked? Like you prepared for something to go, but you just jumping kind of like you looking right here. So then you lose eye contact and you just like look away like, bitch, you wrote your motherfucking idea, I was losing the staring contest. Like, if you stare too long, like, you eyeballing me, you don't know what it is. But I got a taste for some greens. I want something different. I mean, some chicken from Marshall and Pins, and they know ingredients. And I put a brisket. I see.
So you get it right. Okay, well, nah, I'm just saying, the end of that shit right there before you go back to that shit. Motherfuckers is fucked regardless.
Yeah, because we're going to... We're gonna keep being us. Oh, you gonna watch you be you over and over and over again because it's the same temptation. It's the same. It's that same hurdle you gotta go through from when you was 8. I don't like no girls, and then now you're 13, lying about I'm no virgin. You know you're a fucking virgin, and you gonna do everything you can to make sure you really say, you know I ain't no virgin. I got proof. You know what I'm saying?
No matter what age, you just gotta go through life.
I remember Monty.
Listen,
And we're gonna do a commercial after this. I remember Monty Young's nephew. Horatio Young. He was like 12 trying to convince me and Monty that he got some pussy at a party and shit right there. Like Friday, it's Sunday. And he said this right here. Shoot, you think I'm lying? Shoot. It was in some bushes and she was on her period and he lifted his shirt up. And he had like the proof that his white drawers had like red stains on there. So I had to shave him. I'm like, hey, you gonna keep them on for how long as evidence? Like they're supposed to been in the trash can and shit. But you just thirsty not to be a virgin. You thirsty not to be a punk.
so did he get the pussy or he just did rub? They was rubbing. He was rubbing between their legs and still got.
Nah, he was fucking.
Cause that's what he went far.
We used to clown the hell out of him.
You gotta pay a bill or two real quick.
I got a taste for some greens. I want something different. I mean, some chicken from Marfim's Kitchen when they know ingredients, miss and list, and I want a brisket. I like my cornbread this thick. Pick up the phone, come get this.
Yeah.
They got the biggest sandwiches. Ha. Thank you, Lord Jesus. Is that macaroni and cheese? Yup. Is that macaroni and cheese? Yup. Is that macaroni and cheese? Yup.
Our famous kitchen. Holler at us. We got you. Opening soon. 614-556. 2174.
You got the little Mexican thing going on with the
It's
our famous kitchen.
I mean, I ride on my, I've been watching,
Riding it out.
I was in
It's
the
raining.
caddy today.
That's what it is. It's raining.
I was in the caddy today and last night. I get a little low-riderish. You know what I'm saying?
Raw waves. Why they?
The raw ways. Friday. No, we'll get back to that too. Life should be relaxing, but it's not. Sometimes we have to create our own enjoyment with many different creme velour flavors such as blackberry, plum, strawberry rose, peach, and pomegranate mango. Also, don't forget lemon haze and berry beautiful. Relax, kick up your feet, and enjoy the taste. Creme velour by draped imperial grapes. Creme velour, my lord.
What they saying over there? I completely blocked them out. Oh, bring them on camera, Anthony.
No, that's just what it said.
What? Oh.
What's good, Charles?
We on the break.
We on break now. Oh, I didn't get to say. We could do another piece of that, Campbell.